Hey, give us in no. A man need jab bebusiamu papa. Na bemaka give us P capsules. And ni give us core capsules bomunum dia. Na eni jenya huodeno.
Wabrudo.
Give us P capsules.
And men are what if you do what you do cronkwan efa.
Give us core capsules.
A pain for a batter one more menu for an inquadawin if you do me nunca. I will draw to beer motophone. Give us Herbal Center. Teshi Mobile. And a Teshi Adriami. Phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 68
Hey, what fish? Someone you would know. And many who say I can once a moon. Who can papa see ya no baha, none in Nasa Tataya, or Casano didn't Sakatana. Anne, but we didn't say Papa.
Matilda Mocanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule Sadaroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule. A woman bought your dear for Sunnywood, the Pedrianum. Now a boss is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restaurant, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas is now yum, a macra, a mania movement of future. A watch, we broke what you're a Vian, a friend and Hoyan.
Anti as well Spanish Jinko capsules, Hana.
Spanish Jinko, and no day in Nura, watch your free, Jinko Biloba, and soya oil moon. And my watch you must daho.
Martin says, I anti-aging and I'm a good retentive memory.
Now you're turning him.
Antec Herbal Center for and then the pharmacist can make an herbal shop. A painful about more money for them, Quadawi in Fusion Yenu and Kahu. FDA, Aji, a Jadian crack.
Oba dia boni pa wonam se enti apo na so ni ma ye nimunti ye dware sam na sran kubia ma SIPH 5.5 a eba wonam no ho ban no etu be hwe no na nsanwan na nso oben ene ahokeka ate agu wonam no so ase no kra odofo sa ha wi nti na ade performance akofa Sabamed product apapa ya jatu mo Germany ene wiase fa na nyina aba ebesiesie wonam asai amata so te sa akoda foforo honam. Ya was Sabamed clear face eshe pimples. Sabamed anti-dry skin esese wonamwa aye breche meya so kama. Sabamed anti-aging ema honamu twintwam. Sabamed deep cleansing ene Sabamed lip defense emma anoya soche akona kama. Afe Sabamed classic range eyema obia ene wanya wodware wi a won ho keka won. Sa wo pesa wo ba honam ya tontom te senia etie eda wo free ya frumu no a ene na wo hia Sabamed baby ranger eyema nkwada ne bi. Sabamed range of products honam boafo etufo nko ade performance o kanshi telephone 0302 664 832 Sabamed honam a etsi apohintasem 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo
Ghana Fui Franco esa the electrical appliances for just washing machines, HN women yopo, CCTV cameras, and need all clear. I bet you know that. Saba mobile phones, this are iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any dear keka, anyone says you na Franco. And now bring your dear papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essential tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and chain in a mahoden cry. Hisha Franco, Quabata be a benwo, name of head office, a wada braka, one in Roxy Cinema, the enemy, friend 0246 422 338. In a 055-5939-311. Franco Electrical Appliances Papa.
Welcome to Awas Unisex Boutique, where comfort and style is our hallmark. Original Italian leather bags, shoes, belts for both men and women. Talk about looking your best and standing out on all occasions. 5 to 10% discount on all products. Clearance sales rack, 50% discount on shoes. And now Awas Creation, where you find authentic African creation for men, women, and children. Visit us online or in store. In behind the Ghana Police Depot, in Jolu at Jolu Junction, opposite the First Atlantic Bank, at the airport, Terminal 3, Departure C3, opposite Sunbra Lounge, and now in East Legon, Shiashi Boundary Road, next to Two Guys Supermarket. Call us on 0244 649 379. That's 0244 649 379. Awas Unisex Boutique, comfort and style.
CP, efie be here 3CP bambo.
Akuya na ase ho te sen
mama o ti apon kakra na moment me say duane
enti na me de front active and chance ne pepe mu nware papa bia wo di a wo mra ho aba no wo ye front active cereals rich in vitamins proteins and minerals fiber and omega 3 so wom e boa digestion every 3 years equals 100 years obi atumi di bi na main kama wutumi di ni breakfast lunch and asapampo
front active ebe boa pa
the drink nso nie ye won diabetes ya de ye tua no ana one person chile etumi num bi e na e won complete Omanfm kan so tumi num bi na the taste no jai oba normal main very nutritious
and na front active junior yin so e
front active junior ne formula no enkoda wadi 1 ekosi 14 years ya won mu ntimi ni di year from no wodi ensuo ana milk and mixia na wotima ni di na ni denti obenyiri fe ni nyina wo supermarkets and pharmacies dodo a Adepa Pharmacy Limited branch BM e Ghana ha from 0302 664 832 and 0245 915 254
FDA aji ejede nkrato ya to
Jaga 4 Victors Echo by
Omanfm
The nation. Oman.
Once again, on you Joe, our boiling point, so our Omanfm, so you may know a boiling point. Yet, I say a Bernada and a Jawada and you may be a father, say, and you may not say, I'm a time, a Nimka Krabi, that's so Israel Copa Daroma, Yasha see, na Yabakona Kukudumi, member Musa, and Tima Memoir Joe, na Mensan so Emma Quaba, Emfao Emra, the most popular political show a chegu ewo e benada ene afi yawada enyemra bia wo boiling point Omanfm so no na jumedi na boiling point sima mi ansabo e de apa no so media de nsempera imana mate bi ntim ni na no aye krado enyemra ye de jumedi no ebetimi abra enyemra nkomo bia ye ba behwe ene se emranti a wono ma kirade under the Ministry of Education ya posti wo mo na wo mo staff ID any in sikomobin koyia wase wo kwakọ kire mpanyi a o ma mo dwuma yesuma posifo ma obepam mo nyina de omfo krata bi free eye Ministry of Education aba enyino ye benya adaje na yetime dimu nkomo ye papa na yetime ede amount enkomo no de woni di eche yi a it seems say abakwasam nti na ma mrantie na se wo mo ho popo kakra se yatena kromo ama achechefo ekuo mpanyimfo nimdifo achira de mfie menu ni achira NDC aban otiso yi John Dramani Mahama the first coming o decide so betia 3 months for dia kanontua etisa nkomo bi se pagya ba se ya na yesi asem ni bi ho na etwa ede ya dance nti se etu wana mon tentem tanyumre ye behwe statement na wo mo de aba na ne yakọ eye maburu nso nchen na fe ye ni omo so akodi sa enkomo ne agimu nkiremu etim de amanti behwe no asem na yetumi adi enu twam a University of Ghana ede krata ababonten e kire se COVID-19 cases ni bi o ma start record bi e wo wonomo community no munti ho akwa hia se Ghana ni bia ne won student a e wo eye campus ni nyina no e se wonom ehwe na wo mutimi edi ehon community University of Ghana wɔn health service directorate no ɛna ɛde ɛsaa nkɔmɔ yɛtumi aba abɔnten enyim bɛhwɛ na ɛho futu kakra nso yɛtumi ɛde ama na fi ɔkyena kɔ no sɛ okɔ saa bea hɔ bia na sɛ wonam a ɛbɛtumi ayi a na watumi ahyɛ nose mask kama na sanitizer baako hyɛ bag mu a watumi ɛde abɔ ho ban yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛde nkɔmɔ no kakra nso ɛtumi ɛde afɔ yɛwie a yɛbɛsan nso tie de asi bosomi nsia of NDC John Dramani Mahama administration nkɔmɔ ahorow a pagya efiri mu ɛba last week yɛba bɛ rawi kanum koraa no ɛna Bank of Ghana this statement by our workers 100 adwumayɛfoɔ mako hadeɛ wɔn kyerɛ sɛ wɔn ntumi ne wɔn nya adwuma tito bi ka kyerɛ sɛ aban all terminate appointment na wɔ terminate ayɛ ka no ɛnyɛ sɛ wɔgya wɔn nyaayɛ wɔayɛ ne sɛ kotere gyanan no last week ɔde baako tuatoɔ nipa 100 sɛ wɔn na ɔde wɔn kɔ akɔ wie ɔde wɔn gya sɛ de o yɛnim deɛ ɛbɛsan so atoa so ɛde aba nti ebedi ɛno nso nkɔmɔ na yɛtumi ɛde ama galamsey nsɛnsɛm no nso yɛsi agye nsɛm sɛ kontebe atetea pansam Emmanuel Kofi Amaboa na ɔno ogina mmarahyɛ badwam ɔmanpanyin na Danko Akufo-Addo Ghana kan manpanyin ne last sona nsɛm a ɔka de kyerɛ Ghana manpanyin kaya asoafo ahudro bi ene wo som amamoa yi mu in opposition na bi ya ranking members wɔka sɛ na wɔtwe pɛ aban bia betimi di na wɔtwe just 1 week a stop galamsey aban dada no MPP aban na Danko Akufo-Addo aban ntrim ɔdi na ɔnwe Ghana fo ho ene 6 months case no akɔkɔ sɛ situation no akɔdu sɛ insurance ne te ana sɛ agin sɛm kura ɛno so yɛbɛhwɛ na anwumre yi yɛtumi adi ɛno so nkɔmɔ yɛwie a the new patriotic party na anwumre yi wɔn de krata ba abɔnten dated 24th June 2025 na ya krata no yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛtumi adi ɛho nkɔmɔ the new patriotic party invite all presidential hopefuls na ɛho nkɔmɔ ɛte sɛn ɔmo san so take disciplinary action against wine ɛno so nkɔmɔ ni nyina okrata no manyɛ bɛhɛ na atimi adi san nkɔmɔ na atimi adi ama anyima kɔ asante mantama nkroma ɛyɛ ahyɛfam kumase wɔnom asɔyɛ mu ɛwɔ ɛhɔ nom san so na nap radio wa sinful so okokopie mu ɛwɔ Fish FM ɛno so ɛwɔ Boama Drogem FM ɛwɔ Kona Jiwa FM ɛwɔ Duaya Wonkwanta after 2 FM ɛwɔ Bechem Nimdia FM wɔ Sunyane German radio wɔ Drobu Wiase FM ɛwɔ Wenchi Customer FM wɔ Atebubu Sansona Community FM ɛwɔ Achim Oda Nzema FM ɛnso so ɛwɔ Axim Ebiamo FM ɛwɔ Jomolo Luke FM ɛwɔ Tepa aboto ase ɛwɔ Oti Mantam no emu okɔ amanone nso a Naspa radio wɔ London waso emu Abawa radio nso ɛwɔ London Tumi radio wɔ London Success radio ɛwɔ London Golden Beach radio ɛwɔ London Sansona WBLS nso so ɛwɔ London Free FM wɔ Manchester Amansan FM wɔ Metenke Sansona Domat radio ɛwɔ Frankfurt Germany memu Radio Living ɛwɔ France Kings radio GH nso so ɛwɔ France memu Enkwa FM ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Italy memu Kanawu ɛwɔ Rotterdam Ganata radio nso so ɛwɔ The Hague nso so asoye mu wɔ Amrado ɛwɔ US Ahimfie radio ɛwɔ Connecticut US memu nso so asoye mu anyimre yade nkɔmɔ betuma nya nso ɛwɔ abɛfo ntintan video nso www.oman1071fm so ɛno so wonsa ɛbɛka anyimre mani agye sɛ wadwane boiling point abusia kɛseɛ no na ubetimi de onsɛm no message akɔ YouTube ana Facebook ye logo no ɛyɛ akokɔsrade o de to ɛbɛkenkan na kama na yetumi ɛde ama sɛ normal message bia pɛ SMS ɛna pɛ sɛ o de banso ana de afa 0249342065 na yɛkenkan na kama ɛfa mo 0249342065 yɛbɛkenkan na kama ɛde ama once again meeting ɛde nsempera imanomate anwumre yi Chairman Mackenzie ɛyɛ former Madina constituency chairman at the New Patriotic Party adwane me ɛwɔ fia sanso ɛna senior man ankasa ɛyɛ Kwabena Frempong ono so adwane me elfi hanom a ɛnɛ ofi headquarters ababedu na ɛsɛ nkɔmɔ hɔ nom a yɛbɛdi ne kama atumi ɛdi amount ti ma memo akɔ aba 10 minutes down there 8 dwumadie no ɛyɛ boiling point abegyafo mama akɔ aba
oh yeah no
kala bɔkɔ de
twɛn
meeting ya kɔ so ho
bɔkɔ ma be share che mama kanzi de bibi anya bɔkɔ kra be bɔkɔ god ɛnɛ odi jine bɔtɔ grandpa o si fom kwa sana ezo omo wosoto obi o ha bia chewa makazi popo na ezo ese juma no o ti fa nse me kon ma ni nye yie da
Ima o de ma menche weti na bi o de me fa de ho
na chema se me na ma flow nti se ma menche akora nya hwi
mate o de achi na ko bia o na fifi kesi ye kra o bia be chi
Sama who said, Mijana, I do so of a corner, me to be the corner. Zama, I'm chat here for 80 boiling point and you read. Namincha for her Facebook. Namincha, your general secretary, Justin Kudu Frimpong. Baby Obia, Nyam Coupon, on Bon Home Mine, now on Mano, and what day Ninyansa. Because baby a party no at the moment he plays critical role and say Jumedia waya besine no he will continue to always put the party interests at heart say the oye na Nyakopon bwana my na ye national chairman ye papa Stephen in team baby obi anso Nyakopon sane area my na ya acting national chairman Bute Dankwa Smith baby ache obi anso mechia no na me mame honorable Abina say asare ti what is this year kron oba papa bi
yes oba papa
Bojuma say
fantastic woman by all standard
honorable Abina asare
jane na so pa
me say me tene so anama sorry hey o ye ni papa baby amami we maka also tene kache enti a onti wa homa
ofre me ache
onti wa homa ba kunu Matias dia na che wa kanzi person be se me kon no Matias di mamenchia ono nso baby ama me obi anyame hira na Miss Constance ba ko Ministry of Finance ono so me ma me pa play critical role oni anyame hira o pa nso Minya mitimi sha ase ya.
Dabi mamentin komo bi taw emfa kwam emrasiti. Mamen kwa amanso na mene Mante Samuel entwetwe enkomomra. Oye one of the leaders at the bar new batch recruited teachers without staff ID ni many omo eni enkomomra sia. Samuel temi nka nyima boiling point ni me wajo.
Mejo so many abema.
Na empom ti say. Bibi aboko de.
Yanko pandom. Ncheda anya boko sa de. Enso ye wa adom ne nkwan de.
Emene by na Ghana buying through a year Ghana Education Service a post team.
Okay. Let's share my phone now. After so madam asen so ne di mapa mo ye di aboa Ghana mine na. Okay. Say na me di kan no ye 2022 badge.
Okay. Sammy.
Hello.
Madam, just a second. Atiefo ani ahwefo nko Facebook sisi a na wo monko hwe atete na post fo nde tete mo. Tede na wo mon start mo free home the next 3 minutes mo free hanu a de be ye mo fi anu mo nya de papa. Atiefo ani ahwefo nko Facebook sisi a Omanfm. Akokọ srade okọ na team so a obehu videos na ko hwe atete a ye de emmabunu embaba wa ne mnante a wonye boni bia ene wo mboni oma ye nyina ne se wo mo pese wo mo kire Ghana ye ndache enchirima de na oman ne timi fa no ntuma pefra ye see if you can read and write thank a teacher sa animonyam hye ne sa kasa na mpanya kato na aka mabunu no sa dache bia se ne be ye be kasa thank you teacher nti wo mafo ato wo mo se wo makokọ gentete na wo mo be kwakwa kire ade na ye ma dache agane na aso no kokọ hwe atete sema we nye se wo mo se wo mo nkokira de o wo mo kira de na mmom akande ahodo ese ye de ma wo mo no eno no mo kwakọ bisa ho asema hwe atete ye de ma mo ene de wi a post photo jojo wo mo uko Facebook a ubenya bia hwe sameto aso yenko
Okay. So now me can 2022 batch of newly posted teachers from colleges of education. Na the following year no 2023. Emrama ho kwan say ye mandatory national service. No entranfo no normally colleges of education we school now your national service we are opportunity wo say aban no eden hye be gba mu na ya post to send be ya won so be teacher ni na wa kira de e dia oman no na your financial clearance answer na e be post to no you will be a financial clearance e be Ministry of Finance aba Ghana Education Service na omahwe so e de hu nipa dodo a e wo say aban no e recruit into the service into na ye no aban no e de financial clearance na ma ye that was March 2024 which is the former administration and the former government into normally the amount clearance na near post to this month the answer na almost yauka. Enti me no ka say yen appointment letters omode MI actually say ya fire adwuma mu no omode my 5th July 2024 which was dated 1st August 2024. Na me etia ne say the fa adwuma mu wi ebedi some months be normal their process or documents which staff identification number was say omode ma wa actually say ampa oye teacher ni na sa identification number no na de be controller and accountant general na almost omagina so e de atia oka na enumu na ye twen ya ba December that is after working for 4 months and ye tia be 70% eka just omo sika nyom staff ID sinina nti ya so ye hwe animu say okay ebia from January coming no yenso yensa be kan sika. Between January and April, no additional 20% and some staff IDs and Omosika. March, April, May, June, no. Now, ya cano, ya work ya for 10 months, and Sanka in Sika. Then before that, no, ya follow ups to be our Ministry Ghana Education Service. So, I didn't think I yet since December. Na you move on mamunju ayekai nti akwa no mo say financial clearance abande da no e de mo so mo pamfa adwuma mu no ewu that was 31st December 2024 nti ye che e bi so mo say na say ni say nti na ye fa adwuma mu the same time the same day na ye report the same day na mo so matu abi muka na ya ka ne de ye financial clearance actually say mbeti medina so identity staff ID na ma tia ye ka no ewu then no mo say enhyehyɛ wo ho ne say clearance no ewu a omo call back to the finance ministry na omo issue a new financial clearance which is financial clearance extension enti no mo ka sa na okay ye nya nto ase mom that was February nim but up to this time no yakobia omo say omo nya new clearance be from the Ministry of Finance in the hands of Wasena, and the Maya Waduma. In general, he said, there be young Tiasia, as I said, you need to moon a shas, yes, and I'm the canker, and what your mocha December. A dumus when ya at the Pem April. It is a young Shahan, I say, Mons Yaka. It means, near April, some years back, and a bit my repeating. Some years back, here, they say, a Dumu Yaduma 2-3 years. And I buy no just 3 months.
3 months.
And our friends, you know, recruitment process here. In fact, it's never be briaba. January, between January and into getting to February, no. Chief of staff issue letter they said they should revoke appointment. Or say omo appointment after December 7. That was after the December elections, you know. You will go my appointment now. It's a mumu 2-3 days time and Director General of Ghana Education Service, Mr. Professor Davis, Professor N.S. Davis, letter by say appointment whether you want to whether whether or ID about ID Mayo or book appointment. This year, no, any I say there be, yen te asie. This is there, 18 young fire, Juma Matia Dumuka, now yen staff IDs MI and I'm say book appointment. You know, Yakoho, and I'm later, I'm finding out there be, yen clearance no eba match. This is Adia and an Ayambra regional offices for reinstatement.
Okay.
It's my call for validation. It's the validation that you know, no, so you share anymore and back. And yes, there be, and yet, boy, I'm watching you. Near what is the call actually our officer. Now, Oman will say a high end because it's easy set, you bear a Juma for 10 months. Now, Munchia, Mochi Bumuka, that's the idea, Oman, more money. You know, saying so next month, near Juma. That is 1 year was in renew your car and identify and noting and write your call honeymoon.
Enti kwa mko hori ya mko Jojo muina mako home press saying.
In fact, sana medi kaka no omuti committee bi se o committee no na embra ho bre na omumeji update emma group no. Na omukobia to committee members and omukobia update ya demo money say they are working on it. Still now no munya omusanya kan financial clearance ne. It's no more the brain and group members and decide they said there be said sanet ya mo be bia mo be ko ne aka che mo say financial clearance ne nya ready ya dia. Say omo da ye. It said sanet ya was say yanko ho na yanko demand for your right. It's an say Mrama Hokwan say I hear Juma ama bino for some number of months. Mrama Hokwan say also Muchayaka. And Mutina Yako Hono. Now Menuka say dear Kachoma say someone Yensan can staff IDs na young boy until some be easy staff IDs in a mind. In the Dahoma the chain. Into an upon around 8 to 9 and almost issue letter at the buy say Omati Asemono. Na enyese omo yomani ewo ho demo no they are in the final stage of getting the financial clearance for us. You know, can say we have been captured in the new budget. In the budget now, mid-year budget now, and check omo be ready our parliament, you know. It's yanka akoma am say yem say no e ready a omo be tia yesikanya amai.
Enti krata na omode aba abontin recruitment background no in 2024 we recruited 12,807 patcho right. Right out of that number in December 2024 9,950 of my colleagues ni bi enya wo staff ID and you send three omoka and you see one more.
That's right.
Okay. Enti mu amaka na 2,113 na mono enya dia monsa ekan ya mo staff ID no maketua emma mu no momo de na mo ka no mutimu ka ho bi no momo ka sa number we ho
me no ka say 10% ena omonsa nka omusika
582 no
na emu 10% yes 5 emu 10% no ebi mu ho omonsa nka omo staff IDs no nanso state controller extra almost only financial clearance in the omoka. And you 5% are almost the omonsanka staff ID no cra and on a meka hono. And see now you boom say call sans almost say I just omonsanka financial clearance and son on betimi tia kadia. And never say now you call near find for financial clearance no. Any additional staff IDs na also mogenity mine. You know na did name preaching of course, we are honoma a map useful no a pamoy and babonchi.
2 steps taken by GS no one. Between the 7th and 14th March 2025, wamo eba mountain so eba be ye wamo ombe teki eye kan say ombe yom checks na adi nyina no. Momo kan omo afford wo ho ni bi omo mfunso omo documents no mo kan ho.
Okay, near China say new administration no eba no. Omo FIA out say yɛwɔ different groups a buying the dano ɛfa wɔm na ebi mu ɛyɛ university graduates ɛna yɛn graduates from colleges of education na yɛn no yɛhyɛ adwuma ase since September, that was 2024 ɛna university graduates for no so ɛhyɛ aseɛ around November na neɛteɛ ne sɛ ɔmo the audit we be by said they should organize nationwide audit. Inti ano na say ɔmo detect wɔ Ghana Education Service yɛde nkɔfo bi ma ba so a ɛnim ra kwan so sɛ ɛwɔ sanka yɛde ɔmo ɛba system no so. Inti ano na ɔmo call for revocation of appointment. Inti no ɔmo de nyina fry. Inti later na ɔmo be find out say yɛn no yɛn nka ho inti yɛn kɔ for revalidation. You call for validation, no, and almost say you want to boss here na clearance in a bar. They will process our salaries for us. If you know na ya share anymore since that time, it be seen and say one share. Okay, yes, how you
okay, and this year more go back to more district will be a much de makochira there and say almost a month. And
you know, right after say let an buy say. They are still working on the issue. Now media also are finding out from them. No more confirming say ampa. And no, it's likely someone sabeka financial clearance no. Na ya sanka and stuff like this no. Omo release their mind. Na fi almost some financial clearance no. No. Almost activity their momo. Na omo tiaeka.
Okay.
Na.
Okay. Na eba sana oppose for no wo mo beto share mo so pampa mo sa na ebi prayer na
okay, fortunately no obia empra.
Okay.
Na say na omochira dede na ye no sanse na ni abre pa emu bi mo ekura kwala emu bi mo nso ho no ma o ma na hwe mo ho ene ade na ye ja bibia to na ya ba se ba ba ye adwuma obia ya hye adwuma se foforo youth ayen so ye pese ye fa acheche kwan so na ayen so ye de boy bra na ya adwuma be 10 months na munti ayeka in fact the more ya pa krofo na boy bosia ene adedidi enye easy be bi mo ho me no ka se bi mu ewo akura mpo ya ye ba ho no mo no ebi mu fi northern region almost si mu Sunday na nyumre no be do genius Monday anopa. You know, and yeah, easy, sir. If you move to central region, if you Bono East, if you western region, in fact, almost all the 16 regions, and you be sure, yes, our channel.
On this year, Akumatoya Maba.
Akumatoya Moon said that my Oman said that my dates ABR next month, and I said that's it.
So, I'm saying media budget or media budget, man.
But we don't know say almost sign after somebody actually no best sign clearance no before it will be read because the media budget no be reading in August and the new say reading media budget no before the clearance will be given and I say it will be signed before it will be read in Parliament the no the issue say I check was a 12 months the new be
one here na and I just and one here na kwere da no asem ni bi ana kwakoye 2 months for 1 month we betua
na pepepe
because ban we de obi anim na bi asida
so a no mo kotua 3 months ha be ya esan say ya tua bi mo ka ya ni bi mo na sha ase mo tua mo ka o mo tua mo sika nyina mo you know cause every month bia no ye validate o mo nyo mo sika nyina enti no say ko ba na sa say mo de ya de o ma 3 months in fact e be ya re ko pa.
Okay. Mante yensa kan mokrata bi die ye de ni die achi na bibia ni nso e be san so ba nche na obedin ko weda say nyumre
yo I can say that machine ma pa mo ye
yes said as papa pabusia opanya say ni din ko ye Mante somewhere or ye leaders ni bi one of the leaders e de ma ye achechefo a wo ma kira de na wo staff ID ma ye na wo ko ye ministry eko pekete ho na fe omu wie no e ho asem pekete ba akopɛ no ye sha police for say ompam wo mo enya aban anka menim say ye de bia ye duro no chief yangwe
Minya mamifa party the Nishazi, Riana.
Adewe, see what MPP address one
Okuja told the Chinese
how many people say Jolly Bob. I can't some market see Okruma Binsida.
And go could told the Chinese robber fan and Yasi Ebu Sukrajuvia.
What shall I say if you
are about and then party steering committee shy. Discussions how I wouldn't say steering committee runs the day-to-day activities of the party. Mpenimfo shia meeting a course so kama party we resolutions 3 party take was that 3rd July party steering committee and National Council of Elders enyina be shia ye papanom omu nyina declare omu intentions say omu pese omu contest for the flag bearership slot of the new patriotic party omu openly
omaka
openly obi o wa no ambition no but on to abonten
no nya kokuduro mfa meto abonten
asat now the
omo nya kokuduro aba abonten
yes
you reckon they are comparing in Japan
Brian Champon Dr. Muhammadu Baumia okay Honorable Francis Adenimu
okay aduchum
Dr. Oseye aduchum
okay central
Patrick I think these are yate yinsu Jogate and Honorable Wache Ejako
okay
Torino and I nyama abonte chairman dey chairman Makanzi be kasa me some person okay chairman Makanzi dey chairman the chairman is Honorable Wache Ejako me papa Zururu is called is chairman and me am offer Kwabeneje Japan sure these are the names.
Now, Mubru nipa 9.
Oh, sir, so far they me came through the bear 9, and these are the names so far. Apopi up like more show interest.
Okay.
You didn't say if you have a can
okay.
They said the honorable Natoshika. I said munim say be onu so ba be declare. The your share omo mbeba numbers ebeba. Into omo openly. Omo dey ato abonte so mbe so omo call elections no. The steering committee ebe shia that encrofo no omo ampenimfo no omo to din so mbeso call elections
and so be was committee plan na ambition na quick between now and so declare in term
say how the to abontin because some fan to abontin e kire say onye ready so beba obeko contest
okay
and I will share the national steering committee na of the national executive committee national steering committee no membership no shall consist of the national chairman, the national vice chairpersons, the president in case he have power, presidential candidate, parties parliamentary leader, that is yes the chairperson of council of elders, general secretary, national treasurer, the national organizer, the national women's organizer, the national youth organizer, the NASARA. And 7 members of the steering committee, including the national chairperson, in absence, no first vice will take over in that order. A representative of the president shall attend in case he have power, and the national steer of the national shall appoint a national officer who shall supervise. Okay, I know the encounter. These are the composition of members of the steering committee, and the issue. Now, Yempenimfui together with the National Council of Elders. On the 3rd, Ebeshia, all omo mabo mudin omo apese omo ba flag bearership contest no ene om bedin komo ene efie nkomo on say mpanimfo ne omo nyina atena se ne edin komo ne nyina hu se ye abusua baako akonwa na ato efie akonwa na ato na ye pre and how ye be ma campaign na ye no nsem a ye be kan how we go about that campaign no ewo effect on us into as such no na yensan ne ye chitafo nye den enkasa because enye say akonya na beto aye peninti no minwan sempawura sori a de eze opebia no aka kire me de me so me pebia no maka kire say my party ni attractive because in the end whoever emerges victorious say Chairman Makanzi na so tron person okobia onya be kan na say party ni decide say yen to abama Chairman Makanzi no be a flag bearer enye say yenya yenene ko ye nyina ba on board ba be support. This is not the first time MPP as a political party here called presidential primaries. In 1992 naka 1 month to general elections. And so MPP e de akwanya to ho e ma omo na omani gi hu nyina be contest ye nipa 5 na call elections no. Ye wie na Professor Dubon he di nkunim. Dr. Zeni atosumi na President Kufu atosumi ensa. 1996 naka 6 months to 7 months to elections. 6 months to elections. And we organize primaries. Emma Omanfm Kufu atosum third. Eba be di first ma Professor Dubon he tosumi enu. 1998 sunyane minimizan de chema makanzi kobi 1998 sunyane uhwe sa contest na me in MPP me who say it is the hottest presidential primaries at MPP aye sa time no Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo President Kufuor JH Mensah Kunedu Apreku Mr. Kodia, all these people were names na Kodia wako 92, no wako 96, and was able 98.
Okay.
Na even ye 98 in Sunyane no. And near my CC actually no be akran himself MPP grant to win power. But MPP came to win power when all other microphone flag bearer phone in Aba on board.
Okay.
Ebe ye Juma you called the 2000 elections. Our first round, you defeat the incumbent party. You nya 48 or munya 44. I think they're 48.5 for assessing or munya 44. You free because I said that President Kufuor Tisuntino automatically no. Yeah, man, you declare an acclamation. 2007 will go on hey. Sa elections no. Chairman Mackenzie there, and there's a Chairman Mackenzie in the tree. Because that time no boss throwing him. That Chairman Mackenzie jina will be there. Because that time let me swap, but I'm not more for Kwasikra the buy.
Okay.
Even more for Kwasikra the buy, sir, you know. And the party has gone through phases. And yet, primaries here because never MPP abo. But it is about how supporters, how leaders never conducting elections, no, and the better say when we finish. Maybe I say what I say. And some people who ubeka tu ni miaso, ubeka tu weso, ubeye way. How and some ubeka guni para for we crampo. Na omo mbe lusu no crampo. You can't even go closer and bring them on board.
Say bia unu anu so yard no anyone na ho no.
We should be measured. And we should know, sir, it's one political party that we are all supporting.
Okay.
We should be measured. We should go to the delegates who are going to vote, campaign to the delegates on issues, on your track record. Me, my way. Se mutu abane mamia, metimia yese, metimia jitumi amamo. Go to the delegates, explain to the delegates, let the delegates decide. Because me say, MPP delegates will never make a mistake. Some people delegates nim say Chairman Mackenzie and they didn't call 2028 to be we number 2 abanamano. Some people delegates nim say won ye do ko na be win ya do vote for you. Enye hula balloons na kosu de bebre no and na we ade achi say fine you have all the right. But dey see hu ni say when you are a member of the New Patriotic Party who will duties as a member who enye say wo do on say Bono regional chairman abronye. And then steering committee are referring to disciplinary committee. Do you know why? Your core national council, the last national council, you know. Na ono ne ousu bempa. Na ka party ko suspended omu. And na the acting chairman Butejina mu say opacha wa ma omu. Ba o ma omu da kwenya say. Omunko repeat sa niema na omuka biem no. Because one duty of every member of this party is to one, promote and defend the good name of this political party, the New Patriotic Party.
And that's how say no.
And so promote now defending the good name of the New Patriotic Party. And you can also cut now can say me Bema party who are goofy. And the chairman dan kwasumi ti jina mu ma omo no. And no ma warning say afterwards. Wa ubeka se bia no be refer to disciplinary committee. No be make sure so say discipline committee will deal with you. Chairman Bronya call ya no san ekoye bi. That is why he has been called to disciplinary committee. And national leadership ani abre. Because we release na national leadership the buy na. Or say, the party wishes to once again remind members of their constitutional obligation. Here is to protect the party unity, to abide by and publicly support party's decision, and to refrain from engaging in acts that threatens party cohesion. Enti niema eman kabomuma party ni mu bia no yemfa nto gen. Ni enye niema adi nkabomu be party ni wa ya akono because ese and this for na mo no mu zo. Ba yen ehufia, ube ye ehufia wie, ebe keka nsem bebre. Uwia no asa ko Ghana for no se o monsa nto aba ma. Na wo ko na wo wan ye fia unware sha, afa na ko dware sha tar foforo. Enti ese ye kan sem na ye niema at least about protecting the good image of the party. And where the party's constitution
senior
again so no
sorry only me buy agents say good name say party baby are protecting no party no decision bia say my party baby so tiate ne muda ho say muda ho de a then a good name no be able protect it but say if muda ho ma fa bi na fa bi antiase a I say yan kata bi sumbebu abi so za de a na good name no protect enye. You agree with me, sir?
Me aminua pani koku atane kana na asem say.
I said
in every decision bia e be taken. You ono no sha e favor no be hallelujah hallelujah hallelujah. Obi so we na in favor na na de oya ni nya na de oya nya. On say time a say wo hwe ya time a party refer Usu Bempa to disciplinary committee. Now, some section of supporters of a flag bearer near the Nebimuso Raho. Nebimuso Lambaste. And the party cast a bronye enkono. Omano Mura who had done Omu Lambasidia and Omoniaje. And Omunso and Omunso and Niadia and Omunso Boys Bumumen and Omunso Lambaste. So you can't get all decisions to satisfy everybody. Okay. Even in Omanfm here, we as members. But the moment I take a decision, majority take a decision is mine. The fact that I go into a meeting, now Obiani Mimi position say, I'm the right about on things I don't support a top-down approach. Early May. But the fact that National Council has decided, say, they fix a date, Article 30, National Council around the presidential election, and can vary date depending upon issues. So, National Council members need to take a decision. It's binding and have to defend it. That makes you say two duties of a member of our party. One is say Uber protecting or defending good name. Now again, Uber a lawyer and truthful to the party. So my loyalty is not to Chairman Mackenzie. My loyalty is not to any individual in the party, but my loyalty should belong to the New Patriotic Party. Because the moment my loyalty, I hear to Chairman Mackenzie more than the party. Any issue be an interest of Chairman Mackenzie, Papa and Yabba could defend it. But I will not be loyal to the party. That has brought us where we are. Because what we are seeing, now we are more loyal to individuals than to the party. And no idea bedru baby I know. But senke ye na lawyer and we have the party at heart than the individuals are. There are things that we will say, there are things that we will do, there are some decisions that we will take. We never have taken them. And to share point 3 now, steering committee about Bontin say former government appointees, former MPs, current MPs, group nobody is allowed to meet any presidential candidate. It should cease. Any group be a party, steering the release here, so group be a those people will be sanctioned, and discipline is being restored to the party. Party party no. So and then who can't point point 3 now. Point 3 say direct the immediate cessation of all caucuses, associations of present or former party executives or government appointees holding meetings with presidential aspirants in breach of party's regulations. It is a see and mere and to say presidential elections near Biatum and our parliamentary election ye biatum and our national executive election ye biatum and to kono meeting and the national steering committee at the release yaba bontin. So because as amade de ba party numdodo, and it's not helpful for the party because you see in my short time at the office, one thing I'm realizing is say I think say personally affecting here as a political party in 2024 was that na top hierarchy na asemsia Udu Ombekwa Kama Abutoyemo Ban had already taken entrenched positions. They are taking entrenched positions. And the moment Chairman Makanzi wa Madina no be a bunu wa Madina. Ni eko presidential na parliamentary. Na Chairman Makanzi be taking entrenched position and support will be no. Se nipa ni wini olusu ni eka Chairman Makanzi nkosi other group no omonkasa on ye kromo mpene mu hwe. Because Chairman Makanzi had already taken entrenched position. Every crowd passes some comments via which were not palatable. So Chairman Makanzi and take his position no. Near the friends, the chairman, you've been a former chairman. You are the only chairman to produce MP chairman. And you will mukasa and you will muka chairman kwan and him ferrienti. So mupu officer then kromakuma beba form will join the party no. Okay. And as members of the party no, 1, 2, yes ye uphold any decision be a party beteki. Okay. Whether steering committee, whether NEC, whether national council, whether conference, ujitumo, unyintumo. Some and I'm catching say, men I'm a trail letter but they say decisions here by top down me, I don't support it. Because a good party no. But not council choir, national council take a decision, no. I have no choice, but I have to defend it. Because I'm loyal to the party. And yes, a steering committee releaser about bontin. Okay. Yes, party baby say yanyintum because omo flag bearership contest ni na. Okay. Mpenifo be shia omo. Steering committee ni council of delegates be shia omo. Chairman Abronyan so partner yedema no national council na wobusu no. He has been referred to disciplinary committee. All groups be associations be ansun say omusha flag bearership hopeful for na omo contest region national na asumdue any abotoye munye den emra party ni mami fama no see for the first round. Okay, me da senti mami ko Facebook na Derek ayeteo hwe ye won krakan mami na wase en enwumre sanso na piaga onse enwumre so yeda won so ase papa ewo ho Lawrence Boache on so enwumre da wase making ka message na e dia ma Ajiwudi Nana Kofi Jomo onsanyume yama good evening Moses Owusu Michael Somwa enafe kwaye manu munyina so yeda masenemom mame nsane signal we fama eye AMA enemo task force no minim se moana se job for the boys ena makofo mo NDC amanyoko na mode adwuma hye o monsa mpacho mun train wo mu yie task force ene e de shocker sabrante no so tia so wo mintimi nkire ba bia ya du so man no sanse hunu we bi na esi atwam sanse hunu we bi ni tintontan o ya task force into shocker hye ho o just chinchinanchi wa shocker meta mo de ada left and right ada o man ya timu no ada atu ba man ni sinti ada se Ghana fo nya ya nko ana for moon train mo task force no papa anom ye nim guase ye fere esa mo punish wo mu nyina emma bi si biom na de esi no kra no mo fa ho nsem mo mra bonte no obi afo na ni ho bi sanse hunu we esi wo da ba krom a sanse hunu we se task force a yes on make sure say adwadifo nche gwa okwan mu no ono na ma na shoka hye no ho oya ya no yi krikri no shoko adai ye we run ane we izashie so adai nse hunu no we nya mo first and last chama makazi yanko ani
yima nya enne ekaketuwa bi
anka wa mana
sankama nso mi mu anka mi pia bonten yes anka me ko Oman sense no pay I think say me ba national agenda me kasa na bufuo wo mu pa sense na me raho say a party na nanka ya kono nipa fie chiri the whole Africa crowd je boy MPP. I think it's the finest beautiful political party you can ever think of. But then sensem bi akokɔ so party ne mu no na amamera huye pa. Nti we dey tie for ɛnna no pa mekasa nyefi menkasa basa enso na mera ho nti mekasa kakra na anwumre yi me bananka mbekasa pa na minu aketwa nsɛm a waka bebree no me a mete dem no atoma koma so
okay
ma me aka me aye sɛ masa dani MPP ni mapa ahyɛ me ho den sɛ enidasoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ ma yɛ party no na yɛ party no mpanifo bi wɔ ma sɛ asɛm no to chia omtumi sorry kasa yɛbɛda steering committee for ase sɛ sanhyehyɛ papa a omde abai die yasom ne yɛbɛma yano so kasa no ayɛde na yɛhwam esan sɛ timamufoɔ na yɛte krom aman mu no yanom saa no na yɛ MPP amanyɔkuo no ɔmo yɛ adwuma ma yɛn esan sɛ mpɛn bebree no emre bia na MPP beba ban mu no MPP ya niema bebree ma ne benefit obia na nka ye kamia koye se ye refi bebia na ye free ba ene NDC mumpo ya kono asin MPP enso ne nim se NDC for no me to trust MPP for so ya be sorry eye to trust ye party no enye sa na yetie ya no kasa kra beto abonte no ya na nyonyam ano ede fefefe chebesre bebia yekodu ye na ye mpanifo asori etu omnansi so no madam panifo ase anwumre minu yakodua anope nanka me ya atake obebre na enema akokɔ so no emede se wankasa nso de ho agye mu bi na moye nema ese na efata na meka ne saa nso no eno nkyerɛ sɛ baby aye kɔ no yɛmfa danko nada whatever
nada dre
yɛmfa danko nada ne ɔma hyɛ aseɛ no ɔmo mfa nkɔ awie yɛ pa na yɛ party no emmeya kɔ no me de enema baako mienu bi na yɛ na yɛ meya MPP fu ananka ɔmo wɔ dɔ ɛma yɛ party ɛna ɔbɛti ɔse matwe me ho ubebisem enema bi MPP mo yɛ ɛnɛ me fi national agenda anopay me maami ewo Adenta housing down Madam Finn offer him nos na MPP for then na moyem ho basasa no oka na mra ho ye besre ne empanifo ahya ase no me pa mo chow mo fanko awie papa minu aketo a cheche nsemu from 92 wama history kakra nti me nko ho ne ye party no memu akono party man so ti akiri omo twen yen si ebeye niema papa ne tim dia hyegana fo anyonyam nya meka nyina ne se bebia ye droi e se ye nyankabom ene odo ne ye party no adwuma ne mum nyame ye yadom na se Ghana fo enye emu arehemu biewa omoto abaman a this time ye de obuo ene odo aba bebu oman no sansa amanyo sem no ye nyina na ye enye nipa baako nene de ana meka no minua na ma mekasa ho ebeye de because many age wo mitim pa yi enti ye besre party babia otifie na mom nanka ne interest obedi obi achi aye tutu asembia no yenkan hu se party no wo mra mpanifo party ne mu party no ye ne ense ne mfata party ni tumi twon asensan yamma ya no kasa nye de ewa bonten a ye beko yenhwe ye kasa mu ye yenhwe ye nantie mu ye na se ye tumi ne timamu ni trasi ye esan se timamu fo ne de omo arehemu ewa MPP mu dedaw ne mu ye ne ye bia ne ye ana ama omura akoho enti Minu yi ma se ben pipi asema and then me kasa no enkwa achire pi.
Mechanitia.
Mechanitia because minu ya no Nyamisha enyumre. Nemo nyamoya wosoro na yenye ni hobi no. Mommo den se mamunye selective justice. No bia na
omunye na emu na ho.
Omun enda ho.
No bia ntiase.
Na bato na ye to no. Ye ba beto no. Enya se ye kodi ba ku bi achi. Enti ye nhihye niema bi na nya troka. Esanze timamufo edi yaw. Yenom de bia meka yenom emre bia no ye wo street ne so. Ye street boys. Ye feel so because ye na ene ye gyanni bi. Ne mo MPP aban ne ba. Free SHS yetumi ko bi. Yeyire no kwawo a free maternity tumi kwawo.
Health insurance ye adwuma.
Health insurance ye adwuma. Na se amanyokuo be no ba oyesa nim MPP for na enti yentimamufo no eya yenya so mfaso. Ye nuanom ba ye ndre si ehu ne ekoso. Ensam de ba na de ni na da de ba ye no. Eno so faso na na yehu. Omo cost track minu ye kitu ya one ne ye interview. What ensam okeka ye. Sanka ho goa. Anka ne anka mnyesho so be demonstration. Ama a police for
utia simple kwana. Okay, tisim to aso.
Ma chama ko na de
chama ko tisim what tisim dia tisim anu yanko.
A police for tata ye nuanum. Yan hwa nurse fo yin so. I mean, should be honest with ourselves. A nurse fo ebe demand for more right thing. And you say be away you. A nurse fo yan so na obo omumu. Say yan to abama. Alawane yaje fi MPP anso yan to. Ana omdi machi na omoto maamo. Omto maamo wi amuka chen say ye kwa kofa retired nurses. NDC party me de bia meka. Say NDC party na akwa say papa bia oni nyankopon ko wosoro. E pamo ne ba asase. Na mo oba na ni mu odu yie. Into the 1/3 of the people of the angels na e bai. That should tell you say samanyo ko bi suba nti so omodia. Yanka oso oba so obekum. Obewia no akum.
No asay.
NDC suba no. Omo ba be say ye kroi. De bi on bebe bia no. Om san twi Ghana konachi be 10 years. Na eyemiya se NDC niema omo ye bosho omo share ne niema omo ye fini na no. Na MPP issue ane de abeye front line. Ana Ghana fo tie. Yegu ye party ne ho fi.
Ba mi ho aban otizo se niema.
Aban ni se niema bebre na se ye ka no because omo mandate omo ne Ghana fo share ye no. That is not what they are doing. And so now you de your party in sama begu abonten ane ye ka. Ye ka say your party gu ye nim ase. Wait baby not to ayampia, wait baby not can you pay.
No mutu galamse.
Adam make sure say in sama wo galamse in sama o yaka ya no atum. Galamse de na ka make chance kakra because ye wura emu eba no. Om se omba be tu as MPP for anye ni ye. Ene yanko hwe. Omo chairman for omo party for omugu site a omo tu galamse. Omo say yensu say ye niema. Galamse niema stati ye rajo mahama time so. Emra no ye vice obey president.
Okoka say chebi ye galamse headquarters.
I'm telling you. So there've been a lot of things. Omo buy omo demonstration kase and yensu say yo you can Sam George okujato no yedede no kasa gidi. And then your man post kitu ebi no. Wadidi ame nti onka bio. And ye mafia ekoso wo Ghana no okujato ompia bonten no mebie na nkasa. Esa say ye de tumi sha wonsa ye de tumi ni ma se brabe yetimamuni na mana brabo enkoye. Ye mfa medi obiso. Eni bi na wo kan say AMA for the tumi asho omonsa na makran krum e de shocker. E shoku ni pa jeso ye kunu de abone no ye
nipa no pressure
wakunu kwa
na to atwen kwa obeka oh
sanya ma bi say no na fi say MPP party ese say ye dwene ho na MPP party nkan ho say edom na edi party na chi na so say executive kakra bi na omo soro ho no omo pre omo personal interest no in some personal interest there ya be srom omko trom fie na omko bi companies na omko trano because we will not allow them to destroy this party. A big sense ye nipa kuo kakra bi yanhwe from polling station nipa dom de omure ne omokra ahye party mu na ene we sori a no kan we na obi a anka wodo so obeto abama party no oto ana ne yem kra hyehye no ye maame mu aye to aba wie ye 2024 aba wie ye omo fa mu hwere omo nkwa yanhwe number of mpanifu a ehwere omo nkwa because of MPP party na nye ye niwu enye ferie mpo se nkrofo bi kra to medium kra da so ehwere like almost mokra and then na and then we keep on doing this thing that we are doing in the party. Me de say nkrofo personal interest in binti na regional chairman for bi omhye akire omunti no omo pese yeto aba no January 31st in tentem so on agenda na nya adwuma enya juma
top to down approach
top to down approach and kenya bad okay and kenya bad idea but agenda bi ankofuko bi wonti no eye bone agenda timupo bi amanfo bi wo ese ye ni se ye be se ye ni se be eye bone yamo bia the opportunity omo nkode enkoto aba no ni obenya bia no se na menu aka he no na yemfa odon sanka mom yendi na chi na nkunimdie ebeye yedia because 2028 metia na me hyenkom enkom no so de abema wie because nyame kasa nipa bia ni ho asem bia kan bi
okay ade enkom hye
2028 nyame de tumi ahye yensa na mo tumi bia nso beba ewo dwuma wo ye fa ho eni ya wo be ya fa ho
okay
de bia me kama sem David oba beye ohini nina no not in room eche ehwenwan so nyame hu nya ewo nimu because na ehon insisire ni njata ebetata ne mwa no to me defend you ti nyame hu se nipa bi se no metimi de mere ahye no nyame wo arehemu wa MPP mu bi nyame arehemu wa MPP mu nemom David eba ye obeto ni nuanom se omukọ akono na branch bi giant bi gina ho no no for so eno ne NDC for no for so mo soama
Mr. Ghana for do na to aba ma omo
me see
nti ombe your mind omo pe
no mo ye na
say MPP mu nya David
me see Goliath gina ho NDC suban no
okay
Goliath gina ho de ye mfi ta nyambe ka bi amfa ye ho omo ye ni tantan na David bi bae
Oman
o see me di nyame din na ekọ ne mom mi anka hu say David okọ no enya sorry dem ko empire na pen de call you na David had a skill nyame kan ko say MPP for nimdia ye wo no yemfa nka mom yenya odo no yenna yentrase yemfa adwen pa enko okonanim ne de kwa nyansa ne nimdia e wo no nti no nyame beye yadom ame edi nkunim David said me di nyame din na ekọ so okọ nookrabo okrata ise ni nsem onwaye mani tumi ekokum David Goliath ense otumi di nkudim eba ya MPP 2028 arehemu bi wo ho mayen na mosi ensiesi ye fie dia na yen ankasa epese nkuguo no ebe enti because ono ka omo suru no omo decide man yen enti ni ono beka no ye no kre
okay
enti ni ono na no asem a waka no e na me nsum de be hold no say your party no ye hian kabom impanifo ni nyina omo pese omo ko akwanya yi bi no akansie no omo sefata ye mo makonya no na party mana ye wo form no ye decide nya ye feel say odi ye nim kan a ebeboa yen it's as a police station for na wo form no enya osi kapel de bre no pe na afo so oba beji no ato aba ma there
be scan the man betumi tia ni
because phobia your imagine so MPP for ni there e form of for the woman is car what on it ɛnna ebi unya akwanya bi tɔn na ɛnna unya ne bio esan sɛ sɛ sika na ɔgye ɛmɛ bi atwa mu no minya so betimi kura di no 1 week ɛnso ɛnna mo miya hwɛ 4 years mu ana wo ba bɛ sɔfɛ nti anka wagye sɛ sika no na woto abapa nka na ɛnyɛ baabi a yakoduro nie na mpo sɛ yɛde tua wo ka sika a wonya yɛ nyinaa yɛde tua ka yɛn bi sɛ sɛ sika na ebedu sɛ ebedu how many days na sɛ sika no bɛsa nti yɛ party ma na ɔmo wɔ fam hɔ no nso ɛnyɛ nyinaa na yɛ sika yɛn pɛ ɔkanini bi a yɛde kɔkɔ a ɛyɛ yie yɛn pɛ ɔkanini like ɔpanin bi a si yɛ kasa onko gyina ɛko n'anim a betumi nya kukudu
and track record one so check the market na turn
na yenom sa yen na betu adi na chi
because political party untimi we need political power dey na say
no and seriously and then we should select a very good constituency executives because they should have the mandate to manage the polling station people because when you be oba manage anything na do baby
as much am can is serious
pa
from top to bottom na main tiasie papa no it's as when your chairman na obe guide your local way say na because e hot no na ye campaign be the be maybe am say presidential candidate bia ni wa obetima ko obi afie dem your polling station for ni there eya no mu akwanya etumi rewura your neighbors your next door neighbors or your nya kwanya ni tumi ko mu fie ya no so ye wo street no so ye nya kwan ko ghettos ye ni ko din komo say ye ni na ti street no so enti ti ase ne enso ti ase ye kasa ye ka no ti ase mo as presidential candidate enti say ye nya sa kwanya no ama every constituency and start ya manage ne ho yie na se ye se ye koto aba normal normal ti ho de daada no omo de ye ko nkuguo mu no ma na omo san be lead yen biodia ene na yen kan hu se nkuguo na mu ne pese ye san ko nje mpanifo se ne mpanifo ama ya kwanya no me nua so aka article 13 ame achi ase se ne anek ehye ye no se January 31st no 2020 enye so omo kan na bem
okay
ye wa kwanya se ye kwa yetimi ko kire ya adwen se niamu beka bia no sa 31st no emwa yen tie besrom se ombetwi dia kwa akiri nemo ya hyehye ye party ni ye na se hyehye party ni ye a nkunimdia no betimi aye dia ye betimi akono akoyanim enya so mfaso dia bia ebeboa ye party no amankunimdie no say ye kase ye ko simpie anima enya de magana fo sanse ye ba betrase ne hu Ghana fo su ne ma ha Ghana fo ntia omanto aba amaye afa na ye ba address na omo address that issue no enya presidential candidate no omo to address that issue enya constituency executive constituency coordinators constituency polling station for sanse ye ne omo aneti wo fom wo timamuni na oti no me next door neighbor ni oti me nchen wo pantan no ono na me ne no to nsa didie ni ameka no obeti ase se bibi mpo ana ekoso wo fom ho na se me so no nti ase me na sese me sorry na me ko kire ni mu oka bibi na nya no kura nso a efse me nya botre na me nya mmere na me ne kokasa. That's the reason why the polling station number 5 numbers no ebaye nti ekoye den na say and the polling station ni bi kura mpo ewo ni polling station onim ni next door neighbor and so you find the polling station in she papa na esese ye wo form no ye gya ho ekosoro say ye koyi presidential candidate. That is where personally me I'm against, because untumi nkan kire me say a form what for na ye adwumaden no umpese we show interest e wo police station ni na say ye beto aba obi kofo obi be si okeke no abeto aba man no for ono ne personal interest enti na say do aba to omre so a unhu say nipa no ye ka se yenkoye campaign na unhu no e honum na we should develop so much interest. You say ye de omo said the omnim kasa de on betima church and same or polling station. And that's here for Biakeke, some may polling station executive. The numbers that we are talking about, I don't have a problem. Say Beko 7 in po, Beko 10 no, I don't have a problem. I got 20 crowd, me crowd and come me pay. Nemu mo sa for no near the omoko. Nyoko di party in one dance here, and I said Nyobetu Abamobi. Se ko yi Nyobetu Abamobi dia. Any anka ye nyine kranke ye. Sansi ye koye campaign a form of for and ye campaign. Presidential candidate obe chasing PSU no ye wakanasem. NDC for de bia me pa style of campaign. Omni na mfie mu bre won hu omo. Enso na omo otwi akra. Denti na MPP ye disaster we buy no. Afi ye ja to nchen mu. Ne mu ye ko pre soro obia so pe president adi. Enti ye no saafo na ejimi for ma no. Ye de entran ba bi na chise ensu. Ye campaign ni wie a na chese enfobia ho. Omnya kodu suro nso ana mo refi ye no aye wo form no. Enti emre bia meka.
Okay.
Me say enemy nua ka senti me kasa me nko.
Okay.
But yes
okay. Mate German, mate meda sena senior kwabna ene chama wa de. Me wa futu bi advise am person de MPP for. Papa bi to trog wo ho. Na trog no chiro enimu ni akiri ne nchenchen nyina se obi nim ochina. MPP for ntie me ye pa obi nim ochina. Na obi nim ochina ne trog no na odi kɔ na afum odi fanija eba beton maami bi ton bidie tem bia bidie no ka na ba be yi bidie na ma no ba bi wo no jese ne ma kokosoa bi no muntimi bag nto mu chichem ebedu na bidie na yeyam ti papa ne yese wodi trog no be ma nkwala no na tem bia ba be yi bidie ni bia no na o ma fa de abre maami no na papa ne yere ene ne makasa na trog ye wa kofa jochina na taiju a omo na mo pompe omo kofa bidie no nso a wonjo musika papa na kache mo se matwere won say so bi ni mo china me can susu dia say because of so bi ni mo china nti ene say MPP for mo come hubom na de me ka kwakosi nyina ne say obi bia Robert na traditional media so social media so say ya one on one now bon say odi opanimu bia tem o party ni mu se me amete na me di obi atem me di kwabena senior kwabena atem kwabena fempo me di na atem na won say atem di na me di no me di no because of Chama Kanzia party delegate for monto abente Chama Kanzi because obi ni mo ochina ese campaign party ni mo jo na obi ti no di we atem na we to mani we na be to mani we to me there minimum ochina enti so be di obi atem a because of the part nim the obedi manim kan na onim the obedi to me ama mo ne munya prophet bia obi anka nkyere mo ne no nti eti se part no kura no ho yie enti fitina konsa oti so obi ti ba bia jaba bia na wo di obi atemu a because what say or so person contest obedi pa odi na atemu a nipa na wo twa ne bono no monhwe baabi a wo no ne camp wo baabi a na chichire na party no nto abansanti asa nipa no so mo ta so mo yes ade na anytime bia party ne be gina brane se akonya beto ye pa obi abedi party ne katu franka no obi abebo na chita afokoko enkodi obi atemu o na MPP mu de ukodi obi atemu pe ye beto abede tiame meanwhile na me na adume so almost start this process na obi ni mo chira process na ho in to betwa
o me kra de say obi di obi achi na se na no kasa no enya se ne menua kan say menua abronye have been called no if say party no enya kokuduro efre say nipa no na ne candidate the presidential whoever odinachi no omonko hye no nso nsane some signal to nkrofo ompena sema omko radio so ekokasa no say misrew okokasa baby na obubo midin na o de kasa fika ho a onkasa mame party ni mra no ezise ene open na wudi na yenyi saade ni because MPP for yantisa MPP for no kasa maybe atwam na ede yewura Jacob formre so edu bo ahekura na ode gidigidi no ba ye krampo na onka kasafin bi nti abesre enamafo enne yaba
ade na asie
ye wuni
na wasukonoma no ti Facebook asukonoma no odi panyimu atama ono abone brawia say even po one contest biomu political party ngo awo janu anya member biomu a oni hia bibia ho nchi no ba wu na wo bre because of no coffee of 50 Ghana 100 Ghana mintino na wa hen na ni pepe se jale bobu na wo di obi papa obi kunu obi wura odi na tema de ntia
MPP ochire binti nso ntu yanso yehu yenua bi a no so call radio so a yansi ya no paase yanso ya ne beka yan twankra ma ne nkodu mpanifo ho
yes
yan condemn no from any of the radio
from the one na
that is it we should attack that person first.
Memody, I'm not sure so we bet matram anymore.
No,
say mama kanzi ne kwabla for motie na meti he say hosti no betna na ofam panyimfo ni bia de to di madam obepie amija akwa akwa che ene anka me ne yeyi madam adima mo me
eno ano no
mija akwa akwa che because me integrity wuhia so yan sing this signal from obia say nipa ne de anya na ahono na because nipa bi won o magi contract ento no ote won obetna na o chat pa ne contract awagi ne hia no. But at least as I say, more protected party, no.
Yeah.
Cause now, my biggest enemy, NDC.
Good.
Na mu wie na se mu amate temu ho a chebe we ma mentum agokura no na no yekosi wo nsuo galamse nsuo mu ene ebe hatai na mframa be fa koye ene anoma bi ko sen bia bi so ene ade chi na nkrama da so wakani nyina wie afi wo kwa koshia the biggest enemy na afi ho na afi no watoto ho wie e fa so na benya fizo.
By the way, I somehow be out can't to us on a menu NDC enye enemy. Yani omususu yani adwen chira no enye pe.
Okay, Matthias.
Thank
you Matthias.
Yes.
Tell me that. Mama.
I'm say utu kramafu say utu ejamafu no. Also kasa no wan kasa nie. Name of the American say yemnyo odo. Nyem fan kabom enye ye party no. Na ebe mana san ye febio. Yeah, I'm saying no home. One mamma age anwumre ya. Nti na nka me so akofie no. Anka am kosa wo me dem. Yes. Sa nyema we na be ma sundua ba party no. Esu an Yesu ni kasa bebre aye kanini na. Eye sa kasa bi no ma. Ye nuanom bi ekeka eche ye mpanifo. Na even the mpanifo kra ye ho kra mpo. Ensase ye keka sanse no kire ye. Nemo pull me down in MPP. Yen say we
right. Now we found uncle.
Even though I happy with constituencies. Yeah. Nipa obetimi aye no. You be say well to a point where you be mo obi no akwakot. Ya ne troka. Se party ne say yesum na. Ya hwehwe omo obetimi aye. Esan say ene football ya aye boy. Ya fa coach that's wanya de na ye no. Ya pamono. Enti nyakokoko so is amanfo bi wa interest wom. Say your personal interest in tea. Yanyan say dia. Mesre. Amonune nipadom na gu edi party na chi ho kane. Than omu personal interest on person me executives, on person me chairman, regional chairman, on person me national executives. They should be careful. I'm happy about this way pa. Na yedi ani subedi actually.
Sure.
Say making sure say Nyoma can be ano
okay.
It's answer me baba monitor all the radio stations. Meti din bi a metro komo. Metro yes. Eni pardon bi a di party na chi. Ye dosun.
Okay.
Ye dosun. Hwe enya bibi mpo ana edom na mpo yenya wo party ni mu. Enso odo keka yenya di party na chi no. It's answer enre ya menua biba. Na nka first me na mtwa school fees. Free SHS intini mention school fees no enti menya hwe process ka no betumi da hwe meyere ne meba minua ba ko bi nso wakura na se ne bana passe kama aban se onko free SHS mitumi de ne koi ene ye nuanom ba yi amu bom so mba be ma duane papa edu ba bi omso mum tumi mpo nye bi
omo so muntimi
so they are going back to the drawing table Oma ye ka say this car ba be show mo say so oma hu say
oma jomani so
madam for best ye be kan no almost a political talk in say obedada nipa na de tumi ma
ama wie na fo dano wano a
ehun sunsun aso wo ho ye ya na e fo say o ya kan sa keke ehun sunsun aso wo ho say nipa bi diom ratio mu say o NDC for so mo bomb e say enti anto abade mo ana mo to ma ho and then much more the police start out.
Me say, Madam for Bezeb, me can't shit and I want to see. And then some nene kasa or catch him say, unim say, and this is for your matempa, I'm say, or so move boom some yakron for.
Yeah.
I say, a small come on, can teach you say, boom some yakron for. And I'm saying, well, you 220. And
no, how much to go for.
Spanish garlic mixture and patch capsules na drew garlic na do papa boni peduano. Nanso ana hwie no edin san se nen kan se de sitie ni ntino ene ya kruche ni na aye na capsules a onya bi no ma simple ko beboa ma ahonde ni na timi aye adwuma ama ni pedua na timi agyan na so ya san to jinko capsules so no so boa no ma boa ma moja no timi dia fusan ye ma adwen no timi siso timi kakai eni ama nyina frɛ 0266114111 na nyabi eto ewo drugstore biamo wonsa ebetumi akabi give us what the pini ko aba chese pino etu eye premature ejaculation ase rash se gu man mema sa so na eye yawa wote wo wunsu ogoma be yefu sa so na ko no so sisi yade ayem tim koko ebetuni na sintu ka pini ko no bomu a eye adwuma 10 me mekano give us pico capsules na jibi no mebeboa papa pasa so na wo mo give us heba mixture so no so eboa etu atidi typhoid ya de tu ase wa aposo na ye ya immune system na ye weak wa no ma 20 minutes de betu ase ema ho etimi ato wonu wa mo ani nkita wo 0543222470 and I say 0506851135 na wono mo emo announce anka edupa papa no bi Franco Trading Enterprise and you pay mobile phones and as home appliances bia na bomodin aba na so watete ne ama no so kwakodu ha munche madua na 40% yo beto bia no obehwe fi so ama ho etumi ato entenei Franco branches no edos ye papa nye dada na onim se circle na enti numbers no fra ba bia ugina no o me bisa say fa na ugina no match branch ben na wakwa akoto ba bia beto bia no discount no eye adwuma ho 0246422338 and I say 0555939311 na one memo still na no phone sa papa fie and Franco Trading Enterprise and they say you be a BP yade and I said diabetes yade na tete wo hepatitis say A B C D and I say E me pacho omodin aso ba hwe C for C liver specialist for one hospital some branch bia obehu omacha kwanta kwa takrade omo PC a Cape Coast Adenta Temako for you Kumase Kaswa Mankesim Tachiman ho Aguna Sweldo na fe miami akarina no won mo ho obeboa na wama unro na ohun etumi ato liver na se jane na so se akola foforo edie obetumi afre won mo 0500040331 and I say 0500040328 na wono emwa na enupa no wonsa entimi enkabi mema nyina no enkope tonchi herbal capsules kontonchi links limited eno dia ba boasiesie mema ye no etimi ejina na so unsuo guo mu se nkoyie enamu yade bi na akofa ha bi dia braw ugu nsuo na nsuo fita bi gunju so na chiriba mema asem na akofo mu a eye tonchi herbal capsules ena ebetimi abo edrona no wonam na ne papa yedi nubra ne haba ma ne dia yenti no obenya bi ato ewo all leading pharmaceuticals of drugstore no wachi no ka chere se o tonchi herbal capsules ni bia onkonkofa meguo na se memma no enom papa na siesie memma no papa from almost 0553511159 so na onsa ebetimi aka omo chama febon
menua
yanko aban busumi nsia de esisie
o de ye baba aban no so no o chena nyame ya adoma party through the able leadership of the General Secretary, any party leadership, launch the Patriotic Institute. Ochinano, Nanado Danko. Yes.
Abeji party no titi. Danko domo buja tradition.
Asemna no. Mpenimfo, Mampeni Nanado Danko Akufuado. Mpenimfo ni na fenyo, Mpenimfo ni na will grace the occasion tomorrow. Na Ochinano. the woman say training we no say the wo kan no ntete no say obia obenya akwanya obeba bibia ne bewie no na onim MPP history
okay
onim MPP ideology ye ka say MPP ideology anything conservative idea na anything MPP constitution no so onimu atiase again nso no ubewie no ebema wo like committed to the party na ebema a strategic leader nso because eniema ubesua no na sa boa mo hu ha wo nya akwanya na eso kasa wa bonten how eso communicate how eso o twere o messages any bibia na ebeboa pa ye wie nso a again nso no ebeboa mo hu ha wa eyese si ye political mobilization in your communities or in your areas how eyese which is na chema makanzi kano how eso your house to house door to door any sa we ni nyina no ubewie no why then what ya see ye na again nso no se amamuo se de be ya party ni wo aban mu a enye se expectation bi asori anu atam unum se chema makanzi ekonzi chemeti alofa asori anu afa beru pepa na chema ya tisi se we free sura bo fa ye share mai dey emo at governance structure se enti na end no bewie no na so why party ni mapa na ebema sa me ya sure say after say most people will go through this training phase of the Patriotic Institute no be free mo apie no e be refining nipa bebre enye nwanwa se on say NDC started your school no on say no share NDC for first na say be o serve your radio so no mo kan nyansa se bia o ben sorry with your radio so ben so share o na uno mo ye argument down the no so wa mo bo mo gu ani mo ase sorry to say so mo kan nyansa se bia but no share o ma so na chama makanzi kano that's it
chama kan se bia no mo nsem ni nsisi so kan akona no ne do
utie na chama me re chama makanzi
ko chika kan za ka
ba okay
so mo share first na
mo first no mo nsisi so
ha kan sa
na say be aye propaganda kwa trend no krese
me da se
but no we share ma because of say most of them no I go through school into share ma most of them try
now fees ana
yeah odi ehun enye anything idea ade we video say overcome before
them we say I said this me ko chro bi din me anka me ko bi na sketch abam bia
sketch
it we are now registration start ana
no for me say initially no more opportunity for the national any region for no edi kan start na your members of parliament and so elmaba na yenya ebia research assistants are almost support to MPs no any some stakeholders bi bedi kan pass it through am penifo na pass it through am obi who say school no ayen edimu enti everybody can come on board nto omu wi a na menim so ombe biem because courses no models are omobeye no minim say ombenya in person ombenya bia retreat ombeye bi so online courses e bi so ye mobile
chama makazi
mobile courses ne be to say ebia chama makanzi mo ana madina for mobilize o mon crofo o say bia party ni me training o na party ni so ay crofo no be training mo nyina MPP for ampa that is the mobile
how many weeks month years
it depending the model because models ni be do so they depending the model I be choosing the be kire the number of days and a number of weeks and a month. It can be a retreat program, maybe a 3 days makumowi. Then you be awarded
a very diploma degree and
your mentor say a certificate. And a better mentorship any leadership exchange programs because I say MPP conservatives I join IDU in Niema. And I think say also call baby to say the conservatives in UK or call the Republicans party in US Donald Trump mo anyway almost leadership international almost training mabunu no so they can be say between we makoye courses or depending upon maybe best students say be we number part in between facility no akona so akojo until all these are things are put in place for this institute Patriotic Institute
branches at all regional levels and national
it will be national and na e wo mu say you will be in person say bia munyina maba wabesua wa ade ekọ yebenya ona mo kasa like mobile learning mobile say be move towards where you are to come and teach you and be on online e betima say bia Zoom yes 1 week we will not register Zoom now or more join Zoom no 1 week in these are the people in be a 1 week in lecture you no be na they said the covid ba na universities near na o met me so mu wi and then be am ba campus and am ba office na be am ba gym certificates because we so be ma certificate to show say what go through the school no what graduate in so ampa
mo campus be my headquarters na
party ko to mo sesi o kama wo do mo sesi o ka o ba example o za ba o china bra o o do o china bra wa ba bon so am junior secretary ni party mpeni fo o de bra
Yanum say was street and so you can be.
Na tell me so what do work ready.
What chechiri na one.
Tell me ya chire no di ko.
Man.
Yeah, chire na chire di ko.
One.
Yanu you street in school ni anko bi papa.
Da bi bra.
Na nyema o keken de e baby.
Tell me o de e wo ho ma do the brand problem. The answer be ba.
Sir, na police station for no yanum na yanko school.
Say no ntini say your mobile. So mobile means they can come to your end.
No ma be chirem somebody any abrofo de ani bi yenso yanko school na ndo achi
ni nyina ho models
one go school to the go for the camp be dey am na what language be na be chira de
for now there meaning say English but as meaning say as time goes on on say more to say the chairman he can ba no there will be models because there are a lot of models over subscribe no
as I say mo break it down to the local language because obifi
for the local and because we say there will be different types of models be they all because we don't say ochana no lunch here explain we ni nyina because there will be different models ubetimi subscribe to because me sure say the local language model will be there because ochana done the proper for everybody to know what properly is entailed until we are just advocating so ochana me ya adoma ye nyina ye hia party headquarters empanimfo oba abaya ba beda dwumadi na di anompa nondu party headquarters salam down na dwumadi ni be ko
we say more invoice
o say
more invoice
asema nka mbeka no
say man invoice
na say we promote party
no omre fifi ha and then so ya announcement
Chama we are fi chama Oba men sorry ba lawyer mo that be frame me
ochina accountant Mr. Albert ba
me say me pokra me sure ba say lawyer mo that jam message card nene eti
yama me bisa na me bisa say yen my uncle school no
sure there will be
look party in Crawford were party in polling station I can bet you so you can't go and come Cromunim ne mo san Crawford ko we mo
ye party
ejuma mo party no ho and such people need proper training almost no san for no and no here training pa ma ye party no esan say ono san no suma nenne onko ha obesa ni mre ni na akoye party ejuma e ya na ya ye beba ban mu no na say nipa no ye refi no enso ye koye campaign na ye see enye certificate ye dey campaign ye ba ban mu dia na ye pray certificate enso say nipa no oye campaign pa minu aketu abi minu ode blackie ene meboni din o madina ha oye adwuma pa na nam saa ne manti amana no so ayi pa
tani oni certificate wa no ya
that is esa say obeye adwuma din ni na awie no onya faso bi entie na that the bu asafu and such people I think say they need more training na no ate na no wedene e ba say yan gidigidi a ubehu no say otwema so gidigidi enso ko bisa na sem no kra na ya na sam te on shedanti ase te besre sa ye mani ni na need proper training nti ye besre mo am ye mpanifuo no se sakonya bi wo ho ma yenso safo na ye besre mo na mo di amaye na ya besua bi
okay
sans yanko school ni bi e adwuma ne ba no ma ye afiri
okay
nti ye mo kaye medium si me strict chairman nti maybe am ekoma me nkrofo nti besre ye police station for no ayanko school ni bi no mo kaye
medase Bamna bibi wa na ka
for now the emphasis say ye wie ne emfa nko John Mahama
and ye fire John Mahama kaka
na mamu na
me phone lines kaka na tifo
na mamu na I think say Chema Makanzi aka ni nyina wohwɛ amamu na ekoso John Mahama amamu hipa dia sabi it's not different from John Mahama 1
kotobekum mama
we a friend say odo flash screen akonare akwaje black and white etikopo na etikopo no say ba ku bi ni wo ho a na eya na enwansana ne ba ni a on say nyina afa akwa
bona pampam
na ejina pest sabi na John Mahama dia Ghana fo no
say no na papa bi to bi a no ne mahwe na ne ba panyi obona papa say utini fie okaso otini wana unse ni ono dini ti ai go TV no enti yanko
enti binua de eche ne se kakra se ka kire Ghana fo nyina ne se sebe yetu omofo ka kire omo se John Mahama oni hwe ma Ghana fo because enipa no oteso na opese osako re-election kra no hwe kwa de Ghana fo fa so nenne ya onko election biem eno na sebe empanimfo ni mo ese wabo duku bi a ye frɛ no ayidi me pese me kan radio so eno mo na mo ka bi John Mahama esempara obeti ontie da no mu office mu me yezo zo kotra 8 mo tregra no apɛ no ba bi afa because all what he wanted to achieve ni say
under
the Fourth Republic Ghana bae no ono nko na president ananke ya to abetia na wantimi anko ne second term and when anko ne second term there he's okay because government say nya Ghana nyina under the first second third republic coups near the two omo yeah by the Fourth Republic he was the only sitting president Ghana for to abetia with over 1 million votes difference and sa record na no person odibewu because any kebe won man na busua ho nyina enti wanya ba wasa benya ne second term I say he has become the only sitting president ya to abetia no wasa ba be win he's okay he's content
emra here ko 2024 election no obi ano nim wo eastern range bia na me wase bia mtaka me say nyankopon Yesu Kristo cross ne second coming e hu onipa bia oba ne be ma ne call dem kokohia kowo no the second come you and as I gra John Mahama the second coming only me bia de mo man Ghana so bia di da so wa fe no ba be ye mark bi dia ma Ghana fo anom de na to adwemu bibia say ni bibia say ni ho bibia say ni ho lawyer Modate general manager associate spokesperson Edema Ayura Canada compare kune campaign wa join me sisi a o se me man 5 minutes enti 9:38 ati for mo ready from 5 minutes if na ne ko je na kwaba
na how to say
oba na do me na so e
ya me adom ya din kunim
de radio ase
the 5 minutes say bibini ka say 5 minutes
there's 15
there's a 15 minutes no African time anyway I guess it's a quick comment okay say the person
about school nana
school ben
me ka say bia na be ka wasem
there be it's rushing into conclusion for me for you remember your friend is the person make a very simple say they nyina ye MPP emba
okay you fru ba ko mo
sono kokroko no emba eni yen enti anamo bia ye tu no ensemo a ye ka decisions are ye take ye ne ya ye no e wo say ye ende ya itimbu say ho say so dia ye e de enkabom beba party ni mu ana
okay
so dia ye e de enkonimdie beba party ni mu ana
okay
so dia ye no Emma party no atete apansam anasa beba party no afa nentuma pa efra na
okay
these are the questions sir e wo se ye busa ye ho se ye tu anamo bia na a guide yen ama anamo a ye tu no aye enkonimdie ama ye nyinara amedie kakra mekane se tembia no ye kasa Yes, peace. Yes, asundue. Yes, in kabomu. But where there is no fairness, where there is no transparency, ayana asundue ehondene.
That's true.
Enunti ene yesi watimi wakame ene yesi weyaka we aye say de ye bia no ye musa ye ho se de ye chinchim binum sa na nia ye direct encrophobic to one particular direction na edie ben ne ba sekire jamasi entia atumpan anai ya ewo hwa yesi MMDC fobi akosra Brian omakosra Kennedy ohina Japan honorable omakosra Dr. Maud Baumia former vice president omokwa na omanya envelope kakra na omudeko. Now there is the question of say hopping from aspirant to aspirant, grabbing envelopes. I don't know the answer.
Okay.
The tosumi nu, and then the bus search the jamasi atumpan na ya and the MMDCs. You see expansion no cry enye no e ba be cover mo, but enyan cover mo ye enwie no cry no. Mo ye declaration emma one direction. Is it fair? Is it creating a fair ground? Is it creating a level playing ground? Ebe masundu aba. Ebe man kabo mo aba. Enunti anamo ye tuo ene ne ya ye no. Eya mama ye nwene ho. Na ye nyina enim say article 19 of MPP constitution no. Or say amendments to the constitution. What church no will be quite a fast was there was a constitution anymore. A quite a fast year. Now, Sabre, all the recommendations we say, oh, young two from a pumpem to form with young two from Nayasi to her. You must say, the existing structures acquire faster from the bottom to the top. No, a dear Ben and to me, and now Bonnie Ben, a dear Naye, and now Punto open, I didn't to me and far. Yeah, nunti was yes, system munesi trust. And in changing and in amending any law, you should be able to identify the mischief.
Okay.
Yeah, the existing law no na eye.
Dia was a
okay. And you have to give us a reasonable justification. And you have the all of a sudden since 1992 to today, you have got 2028 elections are must say yen see trust. Na yama dua no pampam emra from na hini no enhwe wiem taproot no hwe wiem edan no yendi kan moso ansa na lay the foundation.
Tede ne see 96 iteba.
It is unheard of. So obekono obisi dan no wasate say me boss ansa na me the abasi. It is unheard of even thinking. Okay. In 1996 from 1992 Adie a servo yen bottom up a servo yen 96 bottom up a servo a producer precedents 2000 a producers are 4 to 8 RBC
yes.
RBC 2024 ya tuaba ya 2 years we got 2028 all of us are the most more rush early congress within a short period of time nafi maya amendments na amendment number baba yen first of all we want to see the mischief at the end committee. Now, in doing an amendment of the constitution, so now, see the General Secretary has circulated the proposed amendment to every regional or constituency office at least 1 month before the national annual delegates conference.
We will go to constitution, party constitution.
This is Enekutami 1990. A friend said MPP. Constitution Ekutami. I'm reading article 19 B and I make until the question therefore is resolution na omudia bani na what I say if any amendment motion or motion of amendment no was almost circulated sub motion
original constituency yes. 1 month before
yes 1 month before I at least a month before you be cosa there no. And the only buy and almost about 300 resolution no. It was almost categorizing the teaching a bonny po say we a good this bucket A, we a cup bucket B mu we are now they say be enka who no ya sieve no ya cleaning no near form near sending in Nadia Matisse ya sending. But the question is, did they go through the necessary processes? And now say only the raw motions no and only they call that is SMCB. Okay. Until I make us a the anamoa we need to be very careful. And interestingly, you know, I want people to listen carefully. I said it and I'm repeating myself. And they say, see now, or see at least 2/3 of the delegates of the National Annual Congress, the delegate conference, you know, cast their votes in favor of the amendment. Now, you cast a vote casting, it involves ballot. Say, call. Na wako ballot to be oko toaba yes ballot. The reason why I make us say no constitution is a read here but modern has to understand the spirit. Okay. And the letter of the constitution were placing limitation which is a number. Was it 2/3? Na so bi koye say
how would you rate
able to tell us by voice vote says our voice here no no is over and above 2/3. How can you establish that? And for you to establish a quantum number no you need quantum voting. Who here be 1 2 3 to count it and then divide and express the percentages. This is something
because I don't remember the last time I'm call conference the constitution
and Sempa media I'm just passing through that. Okay. I'm just drawing people's attention to and I'm thinking say this the general secretary and they are lawyers, and in the construction of the law, in the interpretation of the law, you need to be very, very careful the way and because this at the end of the amendment some of them it kicks into the very core of the party's belief and tenets. Party believe in say democracy. Kabi mami kabi obiatimi expressing there is a freedom of expression, freedom of association, and freedom of conscience. And nunti also obiatimi expressing now for you to express yourself na the number and the cut-off point what mean go say yakojina stadium na him for na mo person koso usi ye and him for na mo person koso usi nay. It's a voice voting, and in fact given the exigencies of times, given the conditions a woman says our competition as a D4 and you lose election from Popobibri Achi MPP party ama Darishie Achi MPP party, and there's going to there's a struggle, there's going to be a competition be a bar as a bohun as you know we want to win power, but if you want to win power, it is not rushing to Congress to decide whether or not to vote from the top to the bottom, or to vote from the bottom, the base to the apex. That is not the issue. The issue is internally. In Tokua Baina Abba party anymore. Internally, a dear Bena Apro our party anymore. Internally, a dear Bena Entraye our party anymore. Amaye Disa and Kuguno. We have not been able to fix them, even though you are spending time, effort, energy, and they are selecting a particular committee. Your first committee no market quiz committee. 190 constituency to constituency. I research, I get the data, and the report to be a bar. You find the market quiz reporter. In that report, you want a lot of recommendations, proposals, and suggestions. A woman, a nusu, and the was a ye funny bobo mu na ye tietie mu. Sa report ya by me Kwaku Amodate Esquire. Many enshi ho. Wo wani enshi ho. Na se book bi ba wiase. Se Bible wo ho a na won read the Bible na you cannot quote the Bible. Se Chaucer the Canterbury Tales. So already the Chaucer, the Canterbury Tales, you cannot even tell any of the stories in that book. Already Macbeth, you can quote. General Caesar, you cannot quote. And if somebody is hopping from place to place, now Oka said, I'm going for a thank you, Thor. Now he is able to quote from that book. It means, say, when you access to the book, otherwise, only mean quote too.
Yes.
And one who say, Sir, one who say, Sir, you might be more advantage, and disadvantage be no. I started a long time ago in the primaries earlier, and I yent me maintain and Nayaba. I bedrew a name Raymond. It's a coon kuguya, a person yes, prepare yourself. Now you could face the world again. Now ye nemano internally no. I was here ye won't draw. And Sunday who say party no a tradition say Yantum free constituency, polling station, Yamra electoral area coordinators, Yamra constituency,
regional,
the region,
national,
blah blah blah, all the way to the presidential primaries. Yeah, yes, I did. Now, after ye capsiding, and I'm saying capsiding into no. I say ye who near yanka, yes, neighbor ye way, yes, your neighbor ye say, yes, we are ye say, yes, we are ye say, now was my declare my way, now was my magic envelope on quay, and I was me and Pesamiba, and I say, hey. Mumma yembo ye breye. Mumma ye niema ye. Na niema bi wo ho a ekoswa so far no eye unconstitutional ewo MPP mu. Enti ye de bia ye beka won. Ye kan ye betu ye bo ase akirikire mu. Niema na ekoso no enye ahurahura no a start in a different form enye intimidation na ekoso no enye na adenti na moko trase ewo council. I could take a decision. Now, Busa who say that day now we'll take the decision. Say, your friend is a senior Frank Davis. I do a report to buy. Omokasi yento abani early no. Early next say yen man tentem yento from the bottom. Yen send them 60 bono. Na yento presidential primaries no early. Early doesn't mean top down. Early doesn't mean top down. This is very simple, ordinary English. Early doesn't mean top down. Maintain the structure.
Yanton and Temnant yes,
now for ye increasing the base. The base na ye increasing no. Why the idea any buy say yen choose to 2. Yen for 2 then count on 7. A dear ben what analysis simulations and no ya this a choose a nipa 2 but not 3 but not 4 but not 30. And then no choose ye. Who made that suggestions? Ya mu decided some for 2. Now, 2, are we going to appoint them, or we are going to elect them, or we are going to select them? These are the questions. These are the questions. Are a raising eyebrow. Now, say what? But now, can want someone? A young nipa force beer. As a mother, there be other more complaining. No, party ni ye DNT, party ni enkosonti, and a mother be a pesa ba. And who decided? And now also say yemfa a nipa 2, and expanding no. The anti when there was a trust na ye bobo mu won and na again and say when we saw automatic committee say committee no na and supervise and manage the congress na ye ba be kono now per the constitution such a committee you know I think as I said NEC or the steering committee and no the locus say be say ye yinkrofobia organizing committee omo making sure say omo organize ye friend say the national congress na ye be kon so omo anya sad na the next person with me sad no is the chairman. This time around it wasn't the chairman, it wasn't the steering committee, JFK the general secretary of the party. Ye mu say a hefa in the constitution mu and wonya sa to me no Onyasa akukudro no. Onyasa you know the vim.
Asa committee national council na.
Nope. Ono proposal ko for odom ko national council and national council so ejitu mu and wo ye with Bekwai former Bekwai MP.
Anabujo.
Yes, the chairman of this. Until when you try to you'll be say appearance, the likelihood of biasness. In the Pinochet case, in the great Pinochet case, on the likelihood of biasness, What you say adia mo ye and a ma mu twey no ultimately there is an appearance say mu pese mu skew adia no ko one particular direction. The mu ye a chere say the mu ye a home say the mu ye a bon say the mu ye a soka ni bi say the mu ye no mu pese mu ye bibi ne favor wo mu na obi mu ope ye po ye mpeu mu de ne betra ya pampam mu de betra ya pampam. The party is bigger than Obi parochial interest. The party is bigger than Obi personal interest. The party is bigger than someone else's ego. And nunti, yes, and to ask yourself, question say, has he gotten the right? Say, even when there is a presence of an acting chairman, or no crown, on the answer church, or nunti mean chair so. And now Uncle said, "Obe control." The Constitution is clear. The supreme law of the MPP party is the Constitution. The Constitution is the supreme law of Ghana, and we are the Constitution 1992. Yes. Then we are being guided by the Constitution of the MPP. And now, ufa obia position obia robia noa, and the scope of work and powers and functions is specified. In the Constitution. And some more yes, I never we. That's a way we are coso. That's a pasi a church more. And yes, be obi time, obio. Name and a mona omu tour and yanamon papa. And now this is boiling point. Okay. The points will boil. And we will explain it. Okay. Near Manipa who say, if you are the General Secretary of MPP, you don't have all the powers, the authority to do that you want in favor of self and your gang or group or cartel for my personal interest. Okay. Adia mu ye no enye yenkwa ne akasa my brother honorable Boche Jako. Okay, Boche Jako. But party is the steward of the party. Waka wasem say if you pampa mu ba form no enye ye because untimi ko si wo hini nwie ansa na wabe yi asi hini ne atu hini for e bin see in the history of the world. Onya kokpon kra e bo ne ma no onya mi hu say bibi e ba wi ase pia will depend on the sun. That is the foundation. Say let there be light, and there was light. And sana bibia to asoba, or ma engura baye, or ma engura baye, and sana mo akra baye say mo marry. At the end of the day, no bo nipa. So yami bo esatise or bo nipa. And ke baye ni ye be de yenya aduane adi. And ke baye no was see the trace. And na yen see the trace sir. And living here no. Ade omo person omo ye top down no there. I think say it's about time. And also multimedia no more broader stakeholder meetings. Decision we take. The question is, where was President Kufuor? No, only steward of the party, only party the boom. Mo friend no, ya am friend no. Now don't Kufuor was too quiet crana. Inti mean train. Emanema. Adia a keke caught the very foundation of the party. Now some it was two life presidents. Yeah, almost benefited from the system. Yeah, based on their experience and exposure. And you more yeah, we are say or bra or party the bra or one bra could be preco. But there are any other people are Omokoya Luther, New York City, Rollins time. They stood for the party. They were not there. But you see, when you are making a decision of such nature, magnitude. What you say? Yeah, it is going to cause a quantum leap. Say, a party will leap from one point to another point. You involve key stakeholders to make such a decision. And ma omun try so much in be answer. Okay. Yeah, the Ebechrem Ramu. Yebeka send your city. My brother Boache is not happy. Adenimo is not happy. Japan is not happy. And Nipa Penifo be happy. Now who ye bibi na wutu na mo ne nkrofo na mo etifie etetre no sa ehwe wo so jai na se osu jai na se obe tintin a emwa party no ye de ne be boa party no ɛne ɛbɛka ho asɛm
mate meda ase abusua akasi ma baako na no ndu abo mede asi adomdom ya ɔkyena no pa fa kyem sɛ na mentimi fa course no bi no ndu no anya abo adomdom ya ɔkyena no pa onabo ya mofa boache de today's agenda national agenda ɛbɛto aso radio na menso machia ɛwɔ the dialogue show ɛwɔ na 2 TV so media de nsempere wa imana mate ote ɛyɛ amakazi kamapon
Debi na yɛ pon
o pon say
Debi untimi pon
untimi pon
na say something show sir na dey say beka
Chama makandi ya nyambotre
nyambotre
Chama
bibim kakra
mapon yampon
wapon
yampon de anya me kwa yampon
okay
Chama pon 1 minute yanko 1 minute yanko 1 minute yanko come 1 minute yanko
was this steering committee share
hold on what bache yanko quick
one they say yakasa metie lawyer and some dey be bringing nyina na like you respond to
okay
but in terms of membership na kwakoye the conference on say as elected officers no select the people present it to NEC for approval
mama constitution
and the NEC will actually go through the list yebebo general secretary bebo list no as elected and national officers for na present to the National Executive Committee. So if National Executive Committee is not happy with the list, say, Ebia, Chama Makanzi and the woman, they say in the free because of this and that. Yamfa wedding shame, it's accepted. But proposal and call NEC and National Council will be on receive objections. And a NEC and National Council, you will not say, supporters of only one candidate. They are regional. They are region national council of elders your MPs on say MPs coming part 20 neighbor they were all present and the names were mentioned and everybody was content with it and did they say the general secretary no share them and no culture trading no and no buy no bebo be anka you know it's not like that. Two, in terms of amendments now it has been released to the region and to the constituencies. And even to the extent, it has even been released to social media party phone in Ehubi.
Okay.
Are you getting it? Any PDF, it has been released. Apart from, Echo region, such a Mamakans do Madina, you can compare from your executives in Madina.
Even though meeting various constituencies. Very important. I mean, like,
Chama, me put here. Okay, there's a question.
Yes, in a haste, in a rush, because sianswa sianshe year a bit juregu. Me, I like the way lawyer ebe church ebi bisa ono baby sa nsemo wa mekase say netie. The mondo baby sa nsem. Then say muno unu say me kra me de emiketuo no bebrebe no ye tu akwai and yet krom ha ya ana region okay regional chairman ebe support nipa ba ko bi ye krom ya
chairman tam na so
and someday obi kana tam na so jure chairman enya ya wada
ya wada
Zemba.
Yaman.
But asem way say ye to aso.
Thursday beto aso.
Yawada one frame me kra me am.
Me for chama me for ma.
Say me ko bio maxan ko kan constitution
me fra mo.
No ya bie mani.
Me kwa wa bie mani ti article 19 no. Yes, say me nyabutira me kan won pa na.
Ya mo bi me.
Eti abusia hana me use media de semper man mat facha me. Say element me amfa course na amfa ma. Adom yen a. Achano pa 7 menu be shia won na 2 TV the dialogue show na ya mofa bo acho na bo enso no shia e wo Omanfm abra ode eye national agenda ebro so me do asi makrao bye bye.
Na me de front active and chance any paper mu nuara papa bia wo di a wo mra ho aba no wo ye front active cereals rich in vitamins, proteins